Here's something that will blow your mind, Kalin. Imagine the CEO of the entire universe deciding to work an entry level position. That's essentially what we're exploring today, and it challenges everything we think we know about power and leadership.
That's such a fascinating way to frame it. It's like watching a billionaire choose to live on minimum wage, PAPPY, but on an infinitely larger scale.
You know what really strikes me about this concept? The phrase, the word became flesh, is deceptively simple, yet it's probably one of the most revolutionary statements in human history. We're talking about the infinite choosing to become finite.
The implications of that choice are pretty staggering when you think about it. How does something like that even work?
Well, here's what's fascinating. Historical records show this wasn't just some spiritual metaphor. We're talking about someone who experienced every aspect of human development from infancy through adulthood. Studies show that about 90% of human brain development happens in the first 5 years of life. Imagine choosing to go through that process.
That's such an interesting point about development. We often skip right to the adult years, but there's something profound about choosing to experience human vulnerability from the very beginning.
And here's what's really mind bending. According to anthropologists, this concept was completely foreign to ancient religious thinking. Gods were typically seen as distant, powerful beings who occasionally intervened in human affairs. The idea of a deity choosing to fully embrace human experience, that was revolutionary.
That reminds me of how modern leadership theory has evolved. The most effective leaders today are often those who practice what's called servant leadership, getting in the trenches with their teams.
Exactly. And research shows that leaders who demonstrate this kind of vulnerability and authenticity typically see a 40% increase in team engagement. Now, multiply that principle by infinity, and you start to grasp the significance of what we're discussing.
The way you put that makes me think about how this relates to our modern understanding of empathy and connection.
Let me share something fascinating. Neuroscience has shown that when we truly empathize with someone, our brains actually mirror their neural patterns. It's called neural resonance. Now imagine that principle applied on a cosmic scale. The creator of the universe choosing to resonate with human experience.
That's incredible. And it completely transforms how we might think about human dignity and worth.
You know what's particularly striking? Studies have shown that people who feel truly understood by others show significantly better outcomes in everything from mental health to physical recovery. This concept suggests that being understood isn't just psychologically beneficial, it's part of our fundamental design.
The implications for how we view our own struggles are pretty profound when you think about it that way.
And here's another layer. Historical records show that this wasn't a privileged existence. We're talking about someone who experienced homelessness at birth, became a refugee as a child, worked as a laborer. It's like choosing the hard mode in a video game.
That's such a powerful perspective on human dignity and worth. It challenges our tendency to categorize and rank people based on superficial criteria.
Let me take that further. Sociological studies have consistently shown that power typically corrupts and distances people from others. But here we have the ultimate example of power choosing proximity and vulnerability instead. It completely inverts our usual understanding of authority.
The way you describe that makes me think about how this relates to our current cultural moment, where authenticity often seems in short supply.
Here's what ties it all together. Research in positive psychology suggests that human beings have a fundamental need for three things: to be known, to be understood, and to belong. This concept addresses all three at the deepest possible level.
That's fascinating. So it's not just about divine condescension, but about human elevation and restoration.
Exactly right. And here's the kicker: studies in social psychology show that when people feel truly seen and understood, they're more likely to extend that same understanding to others. It creates a ripple effect of empathy and connection.
The implications for personal growth and social transformation are pretty profound when you look at it that way.
Let me leave us with this thought. Perhaps the most revolutionary aspect of this whole concept is how it transforms our understanding of both power and vulnerability. It suggests that true greatness isn't found in maintaining distance, but in choosing connection, even when it costs us something.